Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're stepping into one of the most magical and symbolic royal weddings in modern history, when Princess Beatrice, granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth II, walked down the aisle in none other than her grandmother's gown. This is the story of heritage, elegance, and history woven into one unforgettable bridal moment. Stay tuned until the end because we're uncovering the deeper meaning behind this extraordinary choice. 1. A wedding hidden in plain sight. On July 17, 2020, while the world was still reeling from the COVID-19 pandemic, Princess Beatrice quietly married Edoardo Mozzi in an intimate ceremony at the Royal Chapel of All Saints at Royal Lodge, Windsor. Unlike the extravagant public weddings of other royals, this was a small, private gathering of around 20 close family members. Yet despite its low profile, this wedding captured the imagination of millions worldwide, for one stunning reason. Beatrice chose to wear a gown that carried a legacy no designer could ever replicate, a dress once worn by her grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. 2. The dress that made history. The gown Beatrice wore was no ordinary vintage piece. Originally designed by Sir Norman Hartnell, the same designer behind Queen Elizabeth's own wedding dress and coronation gown, the garment first graced the public eye in the 1960s. The Queen herself wore it on several important occasions, including a 1967 state dinner in Rome. The dress was crafted from ivory peau de soie taffeta, featuring elegant diamante details and intricate embellishments. It radiated the sophistication of the Queen's early reign, symbolizing the power of fashion as a diplomatic and cultural tool. By choosing this dress, Beatrice wasn't just honoring her grandmother, she was connecting her modern love story to nearly 7 decades of royal history. 3. A royal makeover. But Beatrice didn't simply wear the gown as it was. The dress underwent careful, respectful alterations by Angela Kelly, the Queen's trusted personal advisor, and Stuart Parvin, the royal dressmaker. They adjusted the silhouette, added organza sleeves for modesty, and ensured it was refitted to Beatrice's frame while keeping Hartnell's original design intact. The result? A blend of vintage royalty and modern refinement, perfectly tailored for a bride who wanted both tradition and individuality. This wasn't just a gown, it was a restoration project, a preservation of history reborn for a new generation. 4. The tiara of a queen. No royal wedding look is complete without a tiara. For her big day, Princess Beatrice wore the Queen Mary fringe tiara, a piece with equally powerful symbolism. This tiara was famously worn by Queen Elizabeth II on her own wedding day to Prince Philip in 1947, and later by Princess Anne in 1973. Crafted in 1919, it features delicate diamond fringes set in gold and silver. Its choice was more than just aesthetic, it was a symbol of continuity. By wearing her grandmother's tiara and gown, Beatrice positioned herself as a bridge between the monarchy's past and its future. 5. The intimacy of the ceremony. Unlike her sister Princess Eugenie's lavish 2018 wedding, Beatrice's ceremony was stripped back due to pandemic restrictions. There were no massive crowds, no grand processions, and no live TV broadcast. Instead, it was intimate, heartfelt, and deeply personal. Present were only her closest family members, including the Queen and Prince Philip, who made a rare public appearance to bless their granddaughter's union. The symbolism of their presence, alongside Beatrice wearing the Queen's dress, added emotional weight to the moment, reminding the world that family ties are the true backbone of monarchy. 6. The hidden symbolism of Beatrice's choice. Choosing to wear her grandmother's gown was not only a personal tribute but also a statement about sustainability, heritage, and continuity. At a time when fast fashion dominates headlines, Beatrice's decision to re-wear and repurpose a dress showed the world that tradition and history could be far more powerful than a brand new couture piece. It also reflected her respect for Queen Elizabeth II, who remained a constant figure of stability and grace throughout her life. By borrowing the gown, Beatrice wasn't just wearing fabric, she was wearing decades of memory, authority, and elegance. 7. The public reaction. When the photos were released, the world couldn't stop talking. Social media lit up with admiration for the gown's timeless beauty and Beatrice's thoughtful choice. Royal watchers praised her decision to keep the ceremony modest, yet infused with history. Many saw it as a perfect reflection of Beatrice herself, understated, loyal to her family, yet still capable of creating a moment that would be remembered in royal history books. 8. A new chapter for Beatrice. Today, Princess Beatrice continues to live a quieter royal life compared to her cousins, balancing philanthropy, family, and public duties. Her marriage to Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, a property developer with aristocratic Italian roots, is a union of tradition and modernity, just like the dress she wore on her wedding day. The choice of Queen Elizabeth II's gown is now etched into royal history as one of the most symbolic bridal decisions in the monarchy's modern era. And that's the story of Princess Beatrice's unforgettable wedding, an event where simplicity met symbolism and history came alive in the form of Queen Elizabeth II's gown. It wasn't about extravagance, but about legacy, respect, and love. If you enjoyed this royal deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more fascinating looks into the lives and traditions of the world's most influential families. Until next time, stay inspired by the stories that shape history.